hopefully the turkeys still come out just as good.
Oh, yes.
You know?
There's some guys who can cook out there.
Yeah. Not me.
No.
No, I cannot cook anything. I just stick to the frozen stuff that heats
Oh,
up.
man, because you're not married. I have a husband who can cook. It's nice.
Well, we have some flash flood watches and warnings out there still this afternoon. All the areas shaded in lighter green are under a flash flood watch, including Albuquerque until midnight tonight. The darker shades of green are the flash flood warning, so we still have a lot of active weather around the state of New Mexico, but things are quiet right now here in the metro. Some storms try to develop along the east mountains, but those are further to our south and to our east around the Manzanos. But off to our west is where we're seeing most of the activity, to the south of Grants and Gallup down into Catron County. Some of these storms are capable of producing rain rates of an inch or more per hour, so that's why we still have a lot of flash flood warnings on top of all that rain that's already fallen. It's not going to take much for some flash flooding, so huge concerns still. So if you come across a flooded roadway, you want to turn around. Also some spotty storms around the northern mountains, and then some heavier activity around Clovis and Portales. This activity is pushing from the south to the north, so we still have a lot of storms out there. We're going to see these storms continue into the evening hours as well, and you can see basically a lot of them in central New Mexico are firing around the higher terrain, also in the western portion of the state. But we're getting moisture in eastern New Mexico coming in from the southeast from the tropical system down there, so that's why we're having some activity in far eastern New Mexico today. Temperatures right now range from the upper 60s in Alamosa to the middle 70s here in Albuquerque, so it feels pretty comfortable out there with a temperature of 76 degrees, upper 60s in Ruidoso, and it's 77 degrees right now in Alamogordo. Expanding the picture, taking a look at what's going on, we still have a lot of moisture being pumped into the state, and on top of that moisture, we have a cold front moving through central New Mexico, so that's why we still have a lot of activity. And this is what's left of Hurricane Ingrid that's moving into Mexico, and some of this moisture is going to make it into the southeast corner of the state. So southeastern New Mexico is going to be in for a couple rounds of storms over the next few days. So for tonight, those flooding concerns still continue with those storms going in much of the state right now. And then as we head into your Tuesday, we'll see some of the scattered storms basically focused over the mountains once again. And then by Wednesday, we'll start to see things come down a little bit, but southeastern New Mexico, you're still going to get in on the action with the leftover tropical moisture that's moving into your region. And then by Friday and Saturday, drier air is going to overtake the state, and we're going to start to dry things out, and that will help out with the cleanup efforts, especially by Thursday and Friday. In southern Colorado, for tomorrow, temperatures climbing into the upper 60s, lower 70s. We make it to 74 degrees in Cortez, 71 and Durango, with a chance for some more storms. And then we'll see some spotty leftover storms by Thursday and Friday. In Farmington, you'll climb back into the lower 80s, upper 70s in Gallup and Grants. We have those storms right now, and that chance for some storms will continue on Tuesday and Wednesday, but then we dry things out by Thursday and Friday with temperatures in the lower 80s. In the southwest, we'll have temperatures ranging from the upper 70s to 80 degrees in Alamogordo, 84 in Socorro, with a chance for some more storms for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but drying out by the weekend in Silver City. And Roswell, you'll climb into the middle 80s tomorrow, lower 80s in Carlsbad, a chance for some more storms for today, and that chance will continue into the middle of the week. And then in the northeast, we could have more storms tomorrow, and then we start to dry things out for Wednesday and Thursday. Some leftover spotty storms basically focused around the mountains. Las Vegas, you'll make it to 75 degrees tomorrow, 80 degrees in Santa Rosa, and then over the northern mountains, a chance for some more storms for Tuesday and Wednesday, but drying things out just in time for the weekend. And then in the east mountains, we'll climb back into the upper 70s with a chance for some storms tomorrow afternoon. And in the metro, can't rule out a shower just yet, but only a 20% chance for some storms tomorrow. Temperatures about average for this time of the year, climbing back into the lower 80s. We'll stay in the 80s for the rest of the week and completely dry things out for Thursday and Friday, so some good news there.
Good.
We need a lot more rain, but it's just coming all at once, so that's creating all the problems.
Okay, thanks, Chris.